So we come to the bike race final, and as you know by now, the final in the new season of Superstars is very much like the exciting bike racing we see in World Superstars in the Bahamas and the United States. It's much longer, it's 1,300 meters, so it means 3 laps and 100 meters of the track. The only two men knocked out from the time trials were Dickinson and Moran, and so the draw has brought the lineup for the final like this. Mike Slemon from Rugby Union on the inside, then Alton Bird from basketball, Stuart Matthews, the world trampoline champion in lane 3, Neil Adams, who was the fastest in the time trials at 47.3, and Brian Robson from football, who just pushed out Steve Moran. Brian Robson just making the lineup for the bike race final.
Are you ready?
That record set by past master Alan Lurwell last week in the very fast final when only 1 second separated 4 men. And this week it's Neil Adams who's gone straight out into the lead. Mike Slemon just behind him, then Stuart Matthews, then Brian Robson, and Alton Bird at the back who's had a bad start. In fact, he lost a pedal at the start and he looks to be out of it altogether. But look at the man in the front, Neil Adams. It's a long way, 3 laps and a bit of the track, and Adams, not content to play a cat and mouse game, he's going to go right out and try and burn them off from the start. What a performance he's put up already in the Superstars. If he wins this bike race, he is the champion. Matthews second, Slemon third, Robson looking very determined in 4th place, and Alton Bird trying to get back in touch. That's where Neil Adams likes to be, out in front. Pushing all the time, and they're going to have to close this gap. It's really strung out now, and if they're going to have any chance of catching Neil Adams, they've got to get up on that back wheel. They're all riding like front men, and they're all having to do all the work. They're getting no pull, no drag, no incentive whatsoever. They're making hard work of it, really beginning to get strung out. Still Adams, way out in the lead. And getting a lot of encouragement. He's surrounded by coaches and trainers and supporters, just like Brian Jacks was. Still Stuart Matthews, the trampolinist, the world champion, hanging on to second. There's the bell, 1 lap to go, and now they've got to go. They've got to attack him now. Brian Robson has come up to 3rd place. Slemon looks to be tiring just a little. Alton Bird has given up. But this man hasn't given up. He's riding now, surely, to victory in this Superstars heat and riding himself to a place in the All-British Superstars final. The gap is enormous. He's probably having a crack at Alan Lurwell's record as well. He'll go for everything he can get, this man, I can tell you. Deceptive has really powered through this course all the way, beginning to ease up just a little now. And Neil Adams is going to win. He's going to become the superstar with 1 event to go. There's a battle on for second, but surely nobody can catch Stuart Matthews, the trampolinist. And there comes Neil Adams, winner of the bike race, winner of the Superstars here in Luton. And Stuart Matthews will get 2nd place in the cycling. Brian Robson gets the 3rd. Mike Slemon gets the 4th. Alton Bird is last. Wait for the time, and there it is, just outside the record. But the conditions are bad, it's very cold. He won't mind, he's delighted, he knows he's won it. Very important for the 2nd and 3rd places because they're still all in contention for the runners-up points. Adams, 54 points, 1 event still to go, untouchable, but the next 5 all have a chance to become runners-up and qualify for the British final.
Your job is to take the lapel hand off, all right, with movement. And to do it, we can either create space by pushing our partner away or moving away from our partner, okay? So the idea is to take it off. If you can't take it off, what you can do, just keep it on. What you can do is to release the pressure on the hand, okay? So if they've got your lapel hand here, it's normally quite strong. All right, but just by pulling on it, just by pulling, even if I'm still keeping hold of this lapel here, he pulls away again, okay, you can slide it down, release the pressure. So the whole idea now is to release the pressure on that lapel hand, but without taking it off. It's a really good point that, again, it's a slightly different strategy. It is that, you know, and there's a lot of the French fighters are doing it, you know, and they're always blocking the lapel. They're just blocking the way to the lapel, so you can't get to the lapel. It's just blocking the way. I used to do it a little bit different, in is that I used to break it off and catch it, all right, as it was coming in. All right, so I used to stop the hand just by grip up. I used to block the hand and catch it on the way out, so I wouldn't be able to do that now, all right? But what I can do, all right, is catch it before it hits. And you can catch it with both hands before it hits, yeah, from here, as long as you've got the distance here in order to do it, all right? But if you're too close from here, you won't be able to do it because both hands will come on it as it's on. And if he lets go now, you know, you might get a penalty. But if he's reaching for it and we catch it here, and then we can attack. Chris is exactly right. All right. Sometimes, yeah, if you leave it there or put it forwards in order to grip, all right. Sometimes then by moving away, we can take the, you know, the power out of that hand. All right. So body positioning strategies are really important. Really important. Have a look at your classes. Your junior classes, your senior classes, have a look how many just go in and either they grip up or they leave themselves exposed, ready for the grips, all right? And they're not actually using body positioning in order to take the grips.